the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
Wezo lo eba Nsem-Pii TV so enadi nam Volta region agbezeme klekon ketu amfuega hohoi petoi oho eni akwako wura na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ko PM in the Volta region utimi hu ko X or social media pages are NDC communicators have no response to the heater ever say have you seen the numbers when for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na after the master say reality na heti omo after the master the intemu oh say it was a fruitless venture nkofo bibrekra ndi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na one ene Yedanyamiase say you war in Nsem-Pii TV so yede no kra no being the first to know ebebremo mobehun short videos of nkofo nipa dom omabo apeso a omo yede on welcome Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wezo to petoi wezo to hohoi wezo to ho we are near the Togbe Hodo IV, the paramount chief of Amfuega region also Akasaye say afidie enye eyezu eyeza ye paraphrasing nsem o kana nti ase no no yo hene don kan trasa ba ti nsem no kana enye eyezu eyeza eyehwe eyewe nkwan se Ghana bede ebekonenim eno ne yehwehwe nipa or the ideas beba ama Ghana akonenim enye about me political party ni ana me Ghana ho asem na Togbe Hodo IV oka ho asem say nipa bia obeba obema Ghana akonenim since independence no ohwehwe sa asem no na DJ Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia awa 2 weso ewo ho yenko hwe whole market the way oho abo apeso Omukakushia Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Now in this phone Omoka say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no impact in Volta region. No, ya shared your mobeka. Na enya wanwa say sankofo ya maba peso wo whole market sa infrastructure na esi ho was built by the New Patriotic Party for the people of whole market, the biggest market in the Volta region, the New Patriotic Party and the mama enya wanwa say market women na omoji development to mu omenya baby papa omodi di omodwa omodi to mu to so omodi to mu nya do abodwa no omaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia awa atu won omokoso edi NDC echi edaso edi NDC echi ewo baby a omankasa omwo but won omoji development in freedom to mu say ye propia odi impuntu beba eje market stalls no mo na mo say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia be du ha dia ye bejen awa to mu no say ya Bawumia beba ya Bawumia beba ya Bawumia beba ewo Volta region na no moto sadom no enti enya wanwa yewia yenko nurses for so koshia no wo University of Allied Sciences Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia what was nurses for na jiwa peso because of more allowances Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ti o masema 1 week and do less than 1 week and no omonsa e kan omo allowance so mean nipa we you are there or kan or the say eye oyo yenko hwe the way a ohoso about peso. Afi yankutie Togbe Hodo IV, the paramount chief, the leader of the Volta chiefs of Mushia, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia awoka say enye about nipa we enye about political party we enye about someone with ideas obeboa ama Ghana according for over 60 years. Otimi say Ghana maybe edu ni yebetima kwenim since and it aligns with statement that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say we can leapfrog in terms of development. Inti Togbe Hodo IV eje Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia echumu yankuti Nsem-Pii as representatives of all the Volta chiefs in welcoming the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party for 2024 elections. Yankuti Togbe Hodo IV, Paramount Chief of Amfuega region in the Volta region.
Amewu, I think we have all heard the very progressive and forward-thinking ideas and thoughts that have characterized this visit of His Excellency the Vice President. You and I are agreed that this country needs to move forward. We need progress. We need economic development. Let us listen carefully and ponder about all these suggestions that the Vice President has made. I am not suggesting any partisanship in as far as this is concerned. I am talking of the country called Ghana. We need Ghana to move forward. These progressive ideas ought to be made to bear fruit for the good of this nation. You see, we have had independence for 60-something plus years. We have very little to show for it. And therefore, when we have progressive ideas being brought on the table, we should eschew the partisanship and listen carefully and see how best we can move forward as a nation with these ideas. It doesn't matter who wears the hat. The important thing is that this country is going forward. And therefore, we should all embrace these positive ideas. I am optimistic that there is hope for this country. Let us all buy into that perception of hope and live it as a dream, so that future generations would not point accusing fingers at us when we are gone. And if we are not careful, they will even exhume our bodies and burn them for not being progressive in our thoughts. I'll say it again. This country needs to move forward, and we should all be on board. I thank you very much, Your Excellency, and we all are grateful for your wonderful insights. God bless us all.
Afi yankuti Togbe Hodo IV, the Paramount Chief, the leader of the Volta Chiefs of Mushia, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, our kase, enye about nipa way, enye about political party way, enye about someone with ideas. Obeboa ama Ghana according for over 60 years. Otimi say Ghana maybe edu ni yebetima kwenim since and it aligns with statement that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say we can leapfrog in terms of development. Inti Togbe Hodo IV eje Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia echumu yankuti Nsem-Pii as representatives of all the Volta chiefs in welcoming the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party for 2024 elections. Yankuti Togbe Hodo IV, Paramount Chief of Amfuega region in the Volta region.
Primary school, who is a priest right now in Techiman. He used to tease me and he would say, can anything good come out of Wale Wale? Can anything good come out of Wale Wale? And I said, yes, Kote, something good can come out of Wale Wale if it is the will of God. And I believe that, as I said, God can use anybody to change a society. We see the story of Cyrus in the Bible. Cyrus did not even believe in God. He did not know God. But still, God used Cyrus to help the people of Israel. And so that is why I believe that God can use me also to help change Ghana. We are a blessed country. Let us appreciate the country that we are. Ghana is a very blessed country. We are the most peaceful country in the whole of West Africa. The whole of West Africa. And one of the most peaceful countries in the whole of Africa. This is our DNA as Ghanaians. We are now known for peace. But the peace that we have in Ghana is underpinned by our religious tolerance. There is so much religious tolerance in Ghana compared to many of the countries on the continent, and especially even our neighboring countries. It's a remarkable amount of religious tolerance. We are the only country in this continent that I know of where a chief imam celebrates his 100th birthday by going to the Catholic Church and praying there. That is very unusual. That is very unusual. Recently, I visited the Vatican and had audience with His Holiness the Pope Francis. And when we had our conversation, one of the things he mentioned, and he's so knowledgeable, so knowledgeable, he says, the thing I like about Ghana is your religious tolerance. So you people should maintain that religious tolerance. And I said to him, please pray for us so that that religious tolerance continues to be maintained. By way of background, I come from a large family. My father married my mother. At the time, actually, my father was going to marry my mother. My mother was a Christian. She was attending Wesley Girls. She was one of these first girls from the northern region who were sent to Wesley Girls. She was a Christian. She had to convert to Islam to marry my father. My father had 17 surviving children, 17 of us. He had a football team and reserves. What is interesting about our family is that of the 17 of us, 9 of us are Christian, 8 of us are Muslim. 17, 9 Christian, same family. So growing up, we had both the Bible and the Quran in the house. And my relationship with the church has been from childhood. It is not now. When I was a child, I was a member of the Methodist Boys Brigade. I was a brigader. I grew up in the Methodist Boys Brigade. Today, I am a vice president, but I am a patron of the Methodist Boys Brigade of Ghana. I'm a patron. Today, I work closely with a Catholic priest called Father Campbell, who we work with lepers. I am a patron of Lepers Aid Committee of Ghana, and we work together. And he has also recently made me a patron of the Mother Teresa's Soup Kitchen to look after street children in Ghana. I'm saying all of this to let you know where my heart is. My heart is about helping people, helping the poor, helping the vulnerable. That is where my heart is. To lead, I believe you must care. You must care about people. Last year, I went to Akropong. We were celebrating the 100 years anniversary of the Akropong Presbytery. When we went there, I was so touched. I was with my campaign chairman, Dambotwe. I was so touched with the history of the Presby Church in the region and in Ghana, and celebrating 100 years anniversary. And I said, I'm going to do something to commemorate the contribution of the church. And I offered to build a school in Kwabuantang in the eastern region in honor of the church's 100 years. And I have built the school, and we have commissioned the school in honor of the church. So as I say, my whole worldview and my relationship with the church has been from childhood. It is not because I entered politics that I'm getting closer to the church. I've been very close to the church way before. And I will still be close to the church after I leave politics, because that is who I am. I believe as a nation we should all come together and get things done for our country, for our people. After all, we are all God's children, and we should help one another to go. So if you look at what I have tried to do since I became the Vice President of the Republic, my view has been very clear that we have to do things that lift up the people, that lift up the poor, that lift up the vulnerable. That is where my focus has been in my term so far, 7 years, now in my 8th year as Vice President. As a government, I can talk about all the things that we have done since we came into office. But I'm going to just focus on some of the things, since I know that we have time constraints, and I also want to focus on the future, what it is that I want to do if God gives me the opportunity to lead this country. When you look at my campaign slogan, I say it is possible, because with God everything is possible. It is. And I believe that as a nation we should not shy away from trying to be the best. We should not be intimidated from trying to be the best. What the white man has achieved, we can also achieve, and achieve better. It is possible. It is possible. We should not be intimidated. So when I came into office, I decided to focus on some of the problems that we have had as a country for a very long time that we did not solve. We didn't have unique identity. There was no unique identity for Ghana. But the world is going into a digital age, the 4th industrial revolution. That 4th industrial revolution, Africa must be a full part of it. Ghana must be a full part of it. We cannot miss it. We miss the first, we miss the second, we miss the third. The 4th is upon us. The foundational document for full participation in the 4th industrial revolution, which is the digital age, is digital identity. That is what it is. Digital identity is the fundamental pillar for a digital world. If you don't have that, you are lost. Today, the digital identity, Europe